Hello everybody and welcome back to Amiga Heaven. I am playing the Clue and we are just really getting started. Now if you didn't watch last week, go back and watch. It's the first video, although it's kind of the third video. I have checked back and I did two previous videos in this. They've got no relation because that was just during my Amiga Heaven quick run. This is essentially going to be as far in as I can go. So this is a proper playthrough. I'm going to try my best. Now, at the end of last week, we did the first mission, which unlocked 5 more missions. And now we can look at those missions here. That is them. We have the Pink Villa, the Old People's Home, Aunt Emma's shop, which is where we are now. You can see the video there, and you can see the man cleaning the chimney on the roof. You then got Karl Marx's tomb, and you got the old curiosity shop. Now, some of these we physically cannot do, and we can't do because we simply don't have the equipment needed to do them really. Now, we're going to run into problems during these heists, and we are going to come across things where we are simply not going to be able to do everything in that building. For example, if we simply can't find... Okay, so first of all, we were talking last week about cars. Now, this is the car we own. And if you look, it is licensed for 2 people. So we can only have 2 people in the car on the job at any one time. If we haven't got enough money to upgrade to a car that seats more people, yet the only jobs we've got have safes, we can't really do safes. So there's a chance we might have to break in, get what we can, and leave the safe. Now that will mean that that job is done because you can't go back. So there is a good opportunity that we might have to do some things and miss some of the loot, but we'll take that as it goes. Right now, as far as the 5 buildings are concerned that we currently have, we can't do Karl Marx's tomb because if you by the way, I have actually sat and investigated in all 5 locations to 100%. I did that just before I started recording because it's very boring and I'm literally just sitting there investigating, and that's it. There's nothing really happens. Now it reckons valuables are a total of 1,000. Without sounding harsh, there's one thing there I think, which is the Karl Marx tomb. That's it. You just break into that tomb, get his remains, and that's what you get. But the problem you have is that there, the guards is 15%. There is 1 or 2 guards wandering around, and without any way of stopping those guards, you're going to become a cropper. I think I've tried to walk all the way round before and be missed by the guards, but I had problems with it, so we'll see how it goes as far as that goes. The actual, I remember having chloroform and using chloroform. The only problem is whoever uses the chloroform will get a lot of ID for the police because the guard will remember a lot about you. So once you've done that job, there's a chance you might have to go and destroy your records at the police if you can work out how to do it. The other one we can't do is the old curiosity shop because it's £900. It's not too bad. There are no guards. But when I went in and looked at the actual plan, there's alarms on most of the units. So you can't actually get to any of the goods unless you can cut the alarm off. And we don't have an alarm kit yet. And I'm not even sure that I'd be able to use it if I got one yet. Because again, we need someone that can deal with alarms or electricals. So those 2 are definitely out. Now, the Old People's Home, I can't remember. It says there are no guards, But I feel like if you go upstairs, there are individual rooms for the people, and if you try and take stuff out of their rooms, there's a chance that they might be there. I can't remember. And the same with the Pink Villa. That was a bit of a concern for me about that as well. So we're going to start with the shop. Now technically, Aunt Emma's shop is actually the smallest of them, I believe. So that would make more sense to do this second. So that's the one we're going to do. Now the plan will be every video going forward, we will actually start on the screen of the place that we're going to rob next. So like here we're starting on Emma's shop. This is where we're going to do the robbery. Even if it goes wrong, we'll take the hit and we'll see what happens. If we get arrested, then I can always load, so we can give it another shot. But we'll see how it goes as and when. Now there's still not a lot of people wandering around, so I'm using her again because she can drive. Her loyalty is a bit low actually, but I've never had problems before. And something else you can actually do in this is you don't have to find the person in order to get them to do a job again. You can just phone them from the phone in your hotel room. So you just have to meet them once, and then you can just continually add them to your group. So, I haven't found anyone new that I'm aware of. So what we're going to do now is, obviously I bought any equipment at the end of the last video. So let's go back to the hotel room. See, it's lucky it's not that far away, to be honest. And now let's plan. So as you can see, I've already added her because I had to add a driver for it to let me look at the plans. And in fact, I can actually show you quickly because, you know, I might as well. The old curiosity shop. Draw up a plan. And here we are. So if we walk, see at the moment we can't open the windows, we don't have a glass cutter. I remember that being a thing. And you can already see the A there. So if we use the wooden door with this, then we walk up, you can see these are all alarmed. And you can see the alarm box there. And there's nothing we can do about it. We can't physically do anything about that alarm box. So that's a problem. So you can just forget that plan. But yeah, now obviously the way this works is you have to progress the story in order for more items to become available in the shop. And to progress the story, you have to complete a robbery and not get caught. Now, obviously, that's the most important bit, is not getting caught. So we're going to change it back to Aunt Emma's. And we're going to draw up a plan. And here we are. Now, when we complete this plan, and it's always the same. Now, what I'm going to do, so I kind of remember this just by looking, is I am going to go straight into the back room and let the woman... can I open this? No, okay. Yeah, let the woman take care of everything that's outside here. Because, yeah, obviously we want them to both be doing enough. Even if I just tell her to sit around outside. Then they'll still find traces of her waiting as much as they will find traces of her working and walking. So it doesn't help, if that makes sense, having one person go around doing it all and just having her wait outside. So what we're going to do is we're going to need to use the cupboard and just break it open. And we're going to take delicatessen. Nice, let's take a nice turkey dinner. Always nice. Then we need to go down a bit. I've always found that weird as well, because if I just moved across, I wouldn't be able to be facing the cabinet. I can show you. In fact, I can't. It's a bit out of line, but we'll. I'm sure that's it's another cupboard. So we'll jemmy that open. Although, if you look at my thing in the top right, I have got safes 11% and electronics 15, so I might be able to do the alarm box maybe. Oh, we've got article of daily use, which is 10. And we've got food of 60. That's not bad. So if I just walk this way, I can't physically. See, you can hear me trying to go up. Doesn't like it. You got to go down first to go up. Now this looks different. It's a different size. Can I open? There's a fridge. Can I open the fridge? Yeah, I can. See, and that just saved me some time. Plus, I don't know that it would necessarily. It would say, "Oh, yeah, just open it, you idiot," kind of thing. What we got in the fridge? More delicatessens. That's 60. And a lobster. 35 £35 lobster. Nice. And then we can get out of here. Oh, we can get out of here. I think once I get the glass cutter, glass cutting the windows is a bit easier. And we will now change person. I don't like waiting. I'm not a fan of waiting. So what we're going to do is we are going. Can we open? Nothing of interest there. Okay, so I've got to do it at the top. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go up and do these first, and we'll get that on the way back down then. It's going to be a cupboard. Yep, I thought so. Okay, and then we will take more articles of daily use. Yeah, the articles of daily use are really quite valueless, really. I mean, they'll probably bring us enough to buy a new tool, maybe. Oh, we've got another one. It's not bad. We've got another one. Lovely. And then we will go down. And now can we open the showcase? Didn't think we could. And then we've got a jemmy or a hammer. Or a hand. We're going to use the jemmy. As far as I'm aware, the hammer is just louder. So you would want that. And then we've got another delicatessen. 60 quid. That's not bad. Now let's see what cash we've got. And are they mirrors behind the counter or are they pictures? I better check. Can I open? There's nothing here. Why can't I get to the... I can't... It must be here. There we go. Okay. I was like, oh, why isn't it letting me... Jimmy that open. Better be decent cash. Oh, nice. Yes, that's good cash. Now let's just check. Nothing of interest. Okay, so they are just mirrors. I'm just going to make sure. Because you never can tell if they're pictures. And I don't want to miss any more valuables. And we will go... Ready. We'll save it. And now we will ready up. Now by all accounts, they shouldn't be onto us because if we're being honest right now, they have a very small amount of interest in us. There's no alarms, there's no guards, unless something drastic happens, like there's a police walking past without them needing to be there. That would be weird. There should be nothing wrong with this. So, there was only one. This is the one we just did. Are you ready? Now, they were walking faster than they normally are, so I feel like this might go at some speed. So, we're only going to follow Matt, I think. Let's get this underway. See, now we can see that they're mirrors. You can't really see that they're mirrors in the previous screen, whereas now you can clearly see that that's what they are. Yeah, they both converge. Escape. Now there should be no issues. There we go. Slow but steady in a small little green car. As expected, they had no reason to think anything happened. And we're at the police office. So you're going to get the same old basic stuff. So they're going to look for traces. We found some materials on our papers. So this is the stuff they had before. They had 1% of records existing already on me. They've got information that she worked on the area. As you can see, all the previous information they had on her haven't got back up. So that's not a problem. They've got me working on the spot. And this is the point as well. They've got her walking. Now, if they were to get higher percentages in one area, there is a possibility that they could get more identification. And the moment they've got the identification, they've got you. Oh, they found out about the car. We found the car. The gang had left it not from the site of the crime. We have not found out about the owner yet, because there was nothing like a driving license or any other piece of identification left in the car. See, that's interesting. Because I think that's it. I think we're done, but we'll see. After some time, I was sick of it all. This hectic, intense life was not what I had been hoping for. One day, I happened to meet Father James. He convinced me that the Lord was the only way to find peace of mind. Well, I guess this was the best decision of my life. I have found peace of mind in the Lord. I am sure that one day I will enter his holy kingdom. And that's it, we died. I've never seen that before. Okay, well that's interesting. You get to witness something incredibly strange. Now, will that always be the outcome if I choose to rob that place? I can't remember. I thought I robbed this place the second video I made. So that's really confused me. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run that robbery again. Because we have the plan saved. I'm going to run it again and see if we get the exact same outcome. If we don't, then I will cut that in right now. Okay. That's really confused. Maybe that just happens occasionally. Because here we are. They didn't spot the car. All of the figures were slightly different here and there, but it was predominantly the same traces as before. They also still had one previous knowledge of me and none of her, so that was still the same. But there was no information on the car, and we've just come back to the hotel room. That's really strange, but here we go. So, well, in fact this has been quite a success. Nearly bursting with self-confidence, I switched on the radio to listen to Bill Haley's latest song. To my surprise, a special news flash was broadcast instead of the music program. During the night, A group of burglars had attempted to steal the crown jewels from the Tower of London. They had nearly managed to escape, but an eyewitness of the burglary remembered the conspicuous look of their car, silver with a blue fish painted on it. This helped the police to trace at least one of the burglars. Machine Gun Eddie was arrested shortly afterwards, when he entered the Fat Man's pub. It's the pub just outside. They got him while we were doing the raid. So far, the police haven't found any evidence of Eddie's accomplices, but Chief Constable Miles Chickenwing is confident that they will get arrested very soon. So there you go. That was what they did. They tried to do the crown jewels. When I heard this, I remembered Briggs' final words. Codename will be Blue Fish. It shouldn't be too difficult to imagine what a shock this gave me. I had hardly arrived in London, and already I was in contact with a dangerous criminal. My first thought was whether Briggs, if they managed to arrest him, would betray me and tell the police my name. It took some time and several songs for me to calm down. Finally I decided to go on as usual, because I could not change anything about this matter. Anyway, if or when they came to arrest me, I would still have a chance to react. C'est la vie! And that's kind of the point. Yeah, at the moment he hasn't turned on his actual accomplices, let alone me, who had nothing to do with it. That would just be weird. But there we go, we are done. So what we can now do is we can look at the loot that we have. So we have monies at 120, delicatessens at 360, and commodities at 60. So 120, 360 and 60. Alright, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do what I said before. I am going to go to the different places and you'll just see me selling the stuff. You won't see me asking and moving around. Hello everybody. So yeah, I went to the woman in the other street, and yeah, she didn't pretty much want any of it. I've been to the other guy here, but I think he likes glassware and that kind of stuff because his offers were relatively low. I thought that this guy would probably be the best for what we've got, so this is definitely the best cash. So we're going to start with the cash. Yep, we'll take that. Yep, that's a lot better as well. The other one wanted like 160, something like that. 30, I'm offering 30. I mean, that's pretty good. The other guy only offered 11. 40 for 60. Yeah, that's good. Lovely. So that's all our stuff traded. Very, very nice. Now we'll see monies we have. It's £500. Not bad at all. So what we're going to do now is let's first of all, let's go back and have a look and see what tools we can get our hands on. That's the most important thing. I realised as well, I know we've got a free taxi pass, but we're using a taxi when we own a car. I mean, people are going to probably say, oh, well, you don't want to use the same car that you rob in. But, I mean, why not? Why not? Now, you think she would give us a discount considering she's the one doing all the robberies with us. Alright, but let's see what we've got that's new. Show me, I think it is. Okay, so we've got the electric kit. There it is. So it's a risk of injury and a noise production, that's fair enough. It needs a battery or a generator. Electronic 7, so we can use it, so that's good. Alarm system. They're all quite long, or a switch box is relatively short. Okay. So actually, if we buy that, we could, and we'd need a battery as well. But in theory, we could use that in the other shop. That's interesting. We got this, which is a drilling winch. You need to have locks, and you can use it on steel doors. Okay, we haven't come across those yet. There's the glass car. This is good for windows, like I said. However, the funniest thing, you can use it for showcases as well. is that they make considerably less noise when you're using this as opposed to anything else. It takes a lot longer though. It's 30 seconds for a showcase, 50 seconds for a window. However, it makes hardly any noise. So actually the glass cutters are not bad. It takes a bit longer, but a bit less noise. You've got a radio. I think it just allows you to, I don't even know what the point of a radio is, because I'm the one making all the decisions. So why would I want to talk to some, I don't know. Protective clothing is worth getting when you're going to use things like the angular grinder. We already own the lock breaker, the rope ladder. There's the battery. Okay, so now I will buy a battery and an alarm kit. Have fun with your new tool. And I'm going to get a glass cutter as well. It's cheap and we can use it if we wish. It's our choices. Nice, there you go. All sorted and lovely. So now we can go back. But let's take a look and see what other places have been added to us. So we now have a jeweller's in Oxford Street. Okay, so we still only have, so you have 5, and every time you use one, you get a new one. And the new one is a jeweller's. Now that is going to be tough. There's going to be alarm systems, there's going to be at least a safe or two, maybe a steel door. We are going to have to sort that out, I think. But I'll do the same as I did last time. Between the videos, I will go to the jewellers and research it 100%, just so we don't have to worry about that. But now what we can do is let's have a very quick look at the cars. In my previous videos, I did look at the cars, but I'm interested because I've got some cash. Let's have a look at how much I've got left. I've got 400 cash. I know I have an option of selling my car, and we can maybe see parking, the garage or the office. Let's go to the office. And let's talk. See him. I remember him. He is the guy who goes straight to the police, I think. I mean, look, he's got a picture of the policeman behind him. That's not a good sign. I think he's the guy. He might not be, but I think he is. He can offer us loads of blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah. See, that is a good one. See, we can see maybe I've got a job for you there. Okay, you've got loads of different options. Alright, so we can't do anything in here. We have to speak to him. See you soon. So we're going to go to the parking, I think. I think it might be like parking to buy, garage to sell, perhaps. But let's see. Oh no, I'd like to sell. Okay. 400. So basically we could have 800 odd pounds is what we could have. So we could buy that, which is basically the same as the car. It's the same make that we have now, but it would be a new car is the point. It would be a different car. We might be able to get the Jeep shortly because we're not far off that. That's only another £200, so we're not that far off of the Jeep. That's a big Jeep. It's licensed for 4, so it gives us a lot more, but it has a conspicuous appearance, so that could always be a problem. Fiat, another one, but for no money at all. And I'm assuming this is for £200 in case you really don't have any money and you want to get a new car. It'd be weird. But you see, you've got a load of... So you got this one. Look at this. Look at that. Pizza car. El Pizza. 4 people can go in it. but it's high. It's very conspicuous. It's great all round, but it's a very conspicuous appearance. You got to remember that robbery they just said, technically they were spotted because the car was very conspicuous. So you don't necessarily want a conspicuous car. But a lot of these cars are pretty much out of the way. I remember owning a car specifically that it was very fast, and even when the police caught us, they chased the car, we would still get away, and I couldn't tell you what that car was. But I mean, there's another Jeep there. See, we might have to move up to a Jeep. That's a nice one. That's not a bad little car. It's licensed for 4. It's very inconspicuous. Doesn't carry much, but it's a good all-rounder. It's only 1400. That might have to be the car we build up to. I think we might have to build up to that car. But those are the cars, and there's very little else that we can do. Now, let's just see what the parking does. The garage. Can we fix the car maybe if we have to? What can you get out of this car? 8 hours costs £180. So they can upgrade it. They can mend the body, retread the tyres, repair the motor. Oh, we can change the colour. Oh, we're gonna have purple. We're gonna have. Oh, there you go. We've got a purple car. We're going to pay a very little bit of money, and we are going to pay that car, because that way we are not as conspicuous as we were. We've changed the colour. Obviously, now there is a picture of a booby lady. Now that will be blanked out for you, so you can't see that, I'm afraid. But that is where I am now going to leave this video for this week. So thank you so much for watching. This has been The Clue. We had a bit of a blip in the middle where we joined a monastery, but we'll just pretend that that was a dream. That was how he dreamed that it went, but he woke up and we did it and it went fine. Next week, we are probably going to attempt to do the other shop, because we now have an alarm kit and I want to give that a go. So tune in for that next week. Now, during the week, I will be streaming. You can catch me or the videos directly afterwards on Tuesday and Thursday. Other than that, please like if you enjoyed. Please subscribe if you would like. I'll see you again next time.